And I gotta make, and I gotta, so now you just go to, once you start your stream, you just go to more options down at the bottom, and then this should allow party audio. Should be a feature for party audio. Yeah. Mhm. Yep. And then I'll include my audio, and then Hoodie can just fuck off. And then now, to include your shit in mine, you can go to the party and press check the box, include my audio. Just for your voice, if you want to. If you want your voice to be heard both ways. We're not gonna get. I mean, all we're gonna do is just go into detail. We'll just be talking to each other basically, but just going into detail about, you know, how we do it. Yes, before GTA 6 comes out. Yep. Yep. If you want to buy all those bullshit cars, you gotta save up a little bit of coin. Yes. Get in your session. I just made my background look a little nicer, and I'm gonna turn on the gamer lights, you know. A lot of fucking Cayos. Come. They really should just send you GTA 6 for free. Like, just send you a copy of it. But they won't. Exactly. Hell yeah. Let me, I have one more thing I gotta do, and I'm gonna plug in. Yeah. Let me see here. Okay. You just want to. No, well, no. We only need one for just the example heist, so. Mhm. Let me see how my camera's doing. See what that preview's looking like. I haven't noticed more viewers yet. I'm still getting like 1 to 2 viewers a stream, but like on that video, yeah. It didn't take off like I thought it would though. I thought I had a pretty good title. That's from what I've heard about YouTubers is like sometimes you can make like the shit that you think's gonna go good and it doesn't, and then you can make shit that you don't think's gonna do anything at all and it just takes off. Yeah.
Whoa! You idiot!
Yeah. Which I didn't do any of that in the video. It's just like, I don't know. That was my first ever YouTube video. So maybe I was too locked in. I think I gotta like, you know, be a little bit more open. I think I was too locked in. I think that's the game here. Definitely. Yeah. The thing is, though, is I see so, and that's probably because they already have an audience built up, but I see so many, like, YouTubers and streamers have, like, these uncreative, like, streams, but they're just super locked in and calm, and that's why they get all these tons of views and stuff. But I gotta get to that point. Where's my Casaca? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna go see what my heist is looking like. I have no idea. Well, step number one. How would you recommend the folks obtain a Casaca cycle?
Capitan, what do you think Mr. Rubio is doing right now? If you listen very carefully on sonar, you can hear him screaming.
Mm-hmm.
Bye. Hello there. Goodbye.
Fuck all that. Fuck all that.
Hello. Bye.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And this... Mm-hmm. My Cayo's ready to go. Or not ready to go. It's ready to prep. My gather intel is not even done yet, so which is good. Invite to Casaca. Yeah, just elaborate on that. I am currently level 510 and sitting at 51.4 million. And Cycle Origin is at 986, and he's at like, what is it, like now 500 million or something? Yeah, 540 million. And 99% of it is from Cayo Perico. Yes, most definitely.
Oh, yes. You wish to set course, Capitan.
So, once you pop your gather intel, you want to fast travel because it just saves a lot of time. Spend the $2,000, you fast travel to the nearest point to the yellow dot. Mm-hmm. Ooh. But you actually want to make money.
And silent.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. We're already at a explored everything Cayo prep part of it. And the 80th time, and the 200th time.
Multi-million-dollar question. What impulsive purchase did Mr. Rubio make after we robbed him last time? And will he ever learn? I think not. We use our usual entry point for reconnaissance. Light aircraft used by Mr. Rubio's smuggler teams. I have tracked such a plane on its most recent visit to Los Santos.
I prefer to use Sparrow out of my sub to come to Yellow Dot. If you have not bought that yet, obviously you can use a dinghy or use a presser. A lot of people have pressers. But this is the way I prefer. Oh, did you jump? Did you jump? Oh, jeez. Sorry, I forgot to tell. I thought for like a split second, I just thought I was doing this alone. I'd be very careful on shooting those missiles, because make sure you're only locked onto that truck, or else you could actually hit the vellum and... Yep. No. Yeah. Most definitely.
The plane is where I said it would be, yes. Good. I have sent you coordinates.
Even
It is a long journey south, but
Even
you
if
are
y'all aren't
familiar by
comfortable
now,
shooting
yes?
those missiles, you can always just land your Sparrow a little bit of ways from the plane and just take the guys out by gun. That's probably what I should have done, but muscle memory took over. And then you just enjoy the long fly to Cayo Perico Island from here. These planes are so slow. When you're robbing El Rubio, all the times are on time to rob El Rubio. Because that man will get you paid. show audio from your voice chat. Ah. Is it my options? Oh, live streaming audio options. My stuff's on. Oh, it might be your audio cycle if you want to include your audio. I don't know if you pressed it in the party or not. Like you hit include audio and stuff. No. Like if you go to the party, the actual party that we're in, and you check the include my audio box.
Yes, that's it. There we go.
Yeah, I think that's what. I just got a comment talking about that.
Okay. They're like, who the hell are you talking to? Some other guy. Not even there.
Yep.
Yeah. Me and my goofy privacy settings. I guess I just don't care anymore. It's fine.
It's all good, man.
Yeah. Well,
We made it to Cayo Perico.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Here he is. This is like the one guy on the island I wish I could put a bullet in his head.
Okay.
He's always groping us.
We'll bring it soon.
He's a groper.
So,
And he's kind of a
before
dick.
I go to the compound,
Just because you are disguised as smuggler
I like
does
to
not give you free access.
check this
As soon
hanger
as you
in
leave
here
airstrip, be careful.
to make
You are
sure
seeing
we
the wrong place and get a proper look at you.
see what we
They
got
will
in
not
here.
give you a chance to
Cocaine is the
explain
most
yourself.
valuable thing you can get out of here. If it's not cocaine or like a silver color, do not bother taking a picture of it.
Yeah.
So one location of some spawns in this particular hangar is down here on the bottom floor in the little cage area. And then there is a second location in this
Upstairs.
area up here.
The upstairs is nothing
This
but
ladder
cash.
I'm climbing.
Yeah. Cash is trash. Just skip it.
Cash is not worth your time.
Yeah.
Um,
The lowest paying
Alright.
route is the whole highest.
and then the second area I like to search is in the shed. And again, we're only peeking for cocaine. If there's no cocaine in this shed, we go on without our business. We go on with our business, I mean. So there is
cash.
Cash and nothing.
Yep. So the hangar area is worthless today.
So on this run, we are not coming to the we're not coming to the hangar.
No. If you're watching Supreme, she's grabbing the primary bike, but if you have a second player, you can go down
I'll
to
drive
where
over there.
the solar panels are, and there's a second bike over here for the second person. This comes in very handy on when you're doing the initial scope out, because that first bike isn't going to be there, but this one will be. Alright,
Okay.
there we go.
Do not worry about this guy right here. He will not trigger anything at all. You don't have to. He's just there for giggles. So when driving to the compound, you want to follow my exact route.
Yeah, follow him.
Otherwise, it'll be. Oh, I think I'm going the wrong way this time.
Well, where are you going?
No, I'm good. I'm good now.
I'm grabbing the thing with the metal detector because it's here.
Oh, okay. Yep. Why not?
Yeah.
Just follow this exact route, and you're gonna drive across this two-lane kind of dirt trail here. Jump over this little cliff, and now you're gonna get to a point where you got to make a jump. If I would have just went right there, the guard wouldn't have been a problem. He spins around a couple times in the little tower there. But I'm gonna wait until he looks away from the jump to actually make the jump here. You can make the jump with other vehicles, but the bike is the best way to make the jump.
By far the
Most
most
definitely.
easy, the simplest way. The other thing that I will say is that there's those three palm trees. The way I try to do is I always try to aim between the left palm tree and the middle palm tree, and put
Which
the
I'm
bike
pointing at right now.
to put the bike through there. Because if you try to go through another method, it's gonna usually kick you to the left, and it might kick you off the next cliff once you get over, and then you have to like start the whole process again and get another bike, and it just takes more time.
This guy's not moving. Does he usually take this long to move?
Usually like 15 seconds or so.
He is not moving at all. He's just standing there. It's okay. Oh
That's
wait.
Okay.
Like he is just
That's
stone
alright.
cold set on standing right there. Okay, I think he's moving. He is moving now. So
Okay.
he is about to look away. He does that little pump fake, look to the left thing. So they know you're about to jump it. And then he will look to the right, I believe. Here in a
And
minute.
I just completely
Yep.
lost my motorcycle. It's so awesome.
So I aim between these trees, and I try to stay a little bit to the right of that jump. Between those two trees, and kind of stick to the right a little bit on that jump. And we're gonna make our way along this side here. We're gonna cross this street right past this camera. Make sure there's no trucks driving along the road. Make our way across this street, across the next one into this little cornfield here. And again, you can just play this back if you're a little confused on the route. It's a little tricky to learn, but once you get down, it's muscle memory. Make your way up this hill to the communication tower. And there is a guard on the other side, so you don't want to come up here full blazing. Just lightly ramp up there to the front gate here.
The tell with
And-
the communication tower is if there's a guard on the bottom floor, it's
Mhm.
gonna be not on the bottom
Yep.
floor. And if there's
The
no
two-
guard, then it's gonna be on the bottom. And there's two spots on the
Mhm.
bottom, and then there's the second
You're
story,
off
and then the
limits.
very, very top. And you got caught by
Well-
the guards.
Yeah, I got too close. Well, there's a spot by that door, and then there's a spot to the right. I was trying to show him the spots, and somehow the
Yeah.
guard caught me.
Yeah. If there's a guard there on the bottom, you know it's not gonna be on the bottom.
Yep.
So maybe we'll do
Am I
that.
gonna have to do a squatty jump?
No,
now?
there's a third bike. I lost mine apparently somewhere. So go check the south spot again, and if it's not there, there's a third spot where a bike is. There's actually 4 bikes on the north side of the island. Probably not the
Okay,
best.
good. There was a bike.
Alright.
There was another bike.
It respawned for you. Alright. I'm gonna go to
Yep.
the third spot then, because I completely lost my bikes looking for that stupid cache.
But now that the guard's on the bottom floor, we know that it's not going to be on the bottom of the signal tower.
It's gonna be on the
So
second
I
or the
will
third
be-
story. No, just climb, climb, climb.
I'll be doing this route again. Main thing is just do not get caught by guards like I just did.
Yeah.
You're gonna make your way. The tell for this is look for the double roads. That's what I look for. 2 roads, and you want to cross both of them. And then kind of the same deal here. You get to the spot. Make sure he's not looking or about to turn away, which he is. He's about to turn away, and then you can aim for the 2 middle trees. You see, that takes a second here. They're being a little stubborn on their movements. I don't remember them taking this long.
Yeah, that guard
Should
usually takes
be-
like 15 seconds or so. And then he turns.
So those moving trucks are the ones that you see to my right. Those big red, yellow stain on my bed sheets. Okay, buddy. How would you even get a yellow stain on your bed sheets?
Don't want to know. Go.
Homie's crazy. Oh! I almost got caught and almost whiffed that jump. But we made it.
Yeah. I kind of was hanging out in some trees for a minute there. It's exciting. Alright. I might go a little bit different way than Supremes does on this, but you know, to each person their own comfort level is what's
As
important.
long as you get to the communication tower, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Undetected.
That's the trick.
So, now that we are at communication tower, we can actually begin the hack, which you might need to know a little bit of math skills.
Yeah. It's really not that difficult. The circle with the X through it is a multiple of 10. The thing with the two diagonal lines through it is a multiple of 2, and the thing with the single, like, perpendicular line is a multiple of 1. That's it. And then you just have to, then you have to do some maths, and, like, you know, because each time you run it, it's going to be a different little puzzle to solve.
Hold on before you,
No, I'm not doing it. I'm just up here. It's on the second floor this time.
it keeps saying that I'm, like, streaming a different GTA than what I'm playing.
Oh no, yeah, it does like that
On my
LA
stream.
heist, the LA heist thing or whatever.
Yeah, and I've never heard of that.
No, it's because we're like on a heist thing. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, just had to change some stuff around on my stream, so we're good now.
So I just put GTA on mine. It's just, you know, it's not old gen. It's just a new one.
Every time I start up GTA, it comes up with that GTA.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody trying to play that.
Well, no, the LA heist thing. I think it's if you're doing anything that's like involving heist prep stuff. Like it just puts that there.
I thought it was its own game.
No.
Hack into the signal box. Okay, where is the prompt to open the signal box? Oh, there it is. Okay.
There you go.
Alright. So now we're gonna do the signal box hack. So it's 46, so we can't use X is 10, so 8 would be obviously be too many. I'm thinking we go 3 on the X and then there. Nope, and then we'll switch these around. Yep, perfect. I always usually start with the 10. I usually start with the...
Knock out the big number first, yeah.
No, yeah, knock out the big number. I'm not good at explaining math.
That's fine.
So, the animal cages, the
It's,
panther
you
cam...
push the D-pad to the right, by the way.
Animal cages, panther cam, courtyard cam, those are useless cameras. Where you'll start observing your loot is when you press right on the D-pad and you get to the basement. That is when you'll observe your primary target, which for this heist, our primary target will be the bearer box.
Yeah.
And so, you go to the right again, you go to basement storage, cash, gold is always the most valuable.
What you're looking for with 2 players is you want to find at least 3 gold on the heist. Like inside the compound, because the gold, you're only going to find gold in the compound. There's no gold on the outside.
Yep. Some paintings right there. We're scoping these at the same time, so it's not popping up on my screen.
Alright.
But
So I got
still,
2 gold so far.
I'll still go through all the cams and... So you'll want to search every viewpoint.
Everything until you get to South Storage Cam 2. Oh boy.
A
lot of
Everything
cash.
you get there.
Come
I'm at
on.
South Storage Cam 1.
3 gold. No gold. Good.
It's So on South Storage Cam 2, you'll want to hold right stick pretty far.
Wow.
There's also one behind the camera.
Wow.
And then North Gate, there is nothing else to scope out if you've already explored all your points of interest.
Alright. So what you can do
So
now
back
is
out.
if you go to like the I guess the pause menu, like the map, and you look at the if you scroll down to the compound, it'll show you all the loot that's there. So there's 3 cash, 2 gold, and a painting. So not the greatest heist, but still good enough for 2 people to where what one person's gonna do is grab all gold, and the other person's gonna grab gold, painting, and cash, and you'll still walk away with you know a decent chunk of change.
Yep.
All right. So now
this is still gonna be a decent heist.
Yep. So now what you do is once you've done this, usually if I'm on the bottom floor, what I'll do is I'll climb up to the first level and I will just literally jump off.
Yep. And it will once you die and kill yourself, it will insta-port you back to where you can leave.
Yeah, it takes you back to the airfield and it just saves you a bunch of time.
And then you'll come to the plane and hit right stick to go back to Los Santos.
And then the nice little cutscene with the plane that keeps changing colors. Yeah, it's great. Alright. Now it's time for preps. So he's gonna go to the sub, and I'm going to pre-stage myself over at Merryweather with my Mark II. If you don't have a Mark II or any flying thing, this would be a lot more difficult, but this is why you want to play with a friend who maybe has a flying vehicle of some kind, be it a Buzzard, Sparrow, Mark II, whatever. Deluxo. Anything that flies.
When you spawn back in and you are the one initiating the heist prep, when you get back from Gather Intel, your Kasaka will be wherever you teleported it to do the to get to the Vellum to actually go to Cayo. So what you want to do is go down to Services Kasaka and request it, and it will actually move the Kasaka down here to where you're at. And there is a spot where I positioned the submarine to make traveling in and out of it for the preps a lot easier. And I will show you that in just a second.
My recommendation, before you call the Kasaka, like make sure that you're between the airport and the pier, because that's like that Vespucci area that the sub will spawn in, and that's where you want it to be. Because if it spawns on the south side of the airport, it's going to take a lot longer to move it, or you'd have to pay to fast travel. So it just saves a little bit of time and a little bit of money.
So once you get back to your Kasaka, you're going to want to drive it while your friend is positioning himself at the Merryweather, and we'll explain why.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's already there. We will explain why you go to Merryweather in just a second. Everything we are telling you guys is the most efficient and quickest way possible to get your preps done and get to the heist and complete the heist as quick as possible.
Yeah, it's the least amount of effort for the maximum amount of gain. Yeah, the best ROI.
Yep. And this is many of trial and errors that mainly Cycle and some of me have experienced of running these. Just finding ways that's fastest, positioning, and teleporting, and all that good jazz.
Yeah.
Where to leave people, where you need help, and stuff.
Less is more, and the nice thing is the stuff is very linear to where it's always the same every time. So once you learn the patterns of it, it just becomes really, really easy to crank these things out super fast.
So I am approaching the pier now with my submarine, and so we both have oppressors, and oppressors are really good for heist prep. Other than they're actually better for heist prep, in my opinion, than PvP use. So if you want to position yourself where your sub can easily access this little dock thing, you want to press Y and
Yeah,
get
so
out of
it's like
it.
a little swim platform on the south side of the pier.
And this will make getting on and off your Mark II and dropping off prep equipment a lot easier.
Because if you try to land on the top of your stub, what'll end up happening is if you wait too long, it will inevitably fall off, and you're eating a 10k repair bill, and you have a 5-minute cooldown on it. So don't ask me how I know.
Okay, so you want to check the map, make sure your buddy's good. He's already at Merryweather, so what we do now is go up to the character wants to stop running around planning screen, and we want to go over the preps tab and
Weapon loadout.
weapon loadout, and we always want to use the aggressor loadout.
Yes, sir.
Now I already know the comment section is going to be filled with you don't know what you're talking about, but the aggressor loadout is always a one-shot, one kill, and it's a little bit more forgiving if your aim is not super perfect. And I think it's like a 3 or 4 shot on the jug.
It's literally the only way you can take down the Juggernaut, because if you don't do it, because they've modified the heist, and if you try to run it and like kill people in stealthy, the Juggernaut will find the bodies and will alert the guards, and it will go hot. So
trust me, we have tons and tons and tons of Cayo runs.
I've run it with
and
every single
aggressor
weapon
loadout
loadout, and this is the only one that isn't
It
terrible.
is the best one.
Yeah, it's like the only weapons that should be allowed, but everyone's like, I like the conspirator. Okay.
Just popped up on my screen. It says, go to Merryweather HQ. That is a mission that we do not want to do. And so that's why your buddy stays over there to destroy the plane, because that prep mission takes way too long. It is more worth your time to have him destroy it and you fail that mission and start the aggressor loadout mission again to get something like 707 Vespucci or
Schlongberg Sasser or Penrith. Yeah, go if it's one of the buildings.
Yeah.
Alright. So
that is your goal, is to get any other mission but Merryweather HQ.
And now what? So he sees it on his screen right now, but I don't. So which building is it?
707 Vespucci.
So that's one of the things. I'm gonna come out
there
because Pavel talks a lot.
So if y'all want to split up the workload, you can have a buddy actually go and do this and grab that. But while he's doing that, if you have a Mark II and a Sparrow, you can get in the Sparrow, leave it, and go get your Mark II and already pre-stage your Mark II for when you have a 2-person prep.
Which are coming up next.
A two yellow dot mission.
Yep.
So basically what I do is I just full throttle the Sparrow into a building because I don't feel like pressing extra buttons to recall it. And it doesn't cost anything, and it just respawns in my sub, and I respawn. So no harm, no foul. So then I go to
disposable helicopter.
Or actually Terabyte requested that. And so that's how I do that. And so while he's going into and completing this mission to get the weapon loadout, I am grabbing my oppressor Mark II, and I'm gonna go pre-stage it at the on the little platform here, and you'll get a good view of it when I pull up to the sub.
Lucky for me, I was able to do this without getting alerted by the guards.
And then so I'm gonna wait outside, and he's just gonna stay out here and wait for him to
solve the puzzle and grab the stuff. Yeah.
Basically, you just go in there into the wherever it is, and you go in there and shoot all the guys, and you do the hack on the computer, and you open up the.
Or you try to do my sneaky way where I kill 3 people, and
you can do it the sneaky way.
It doesn't always work, but when it does, it just, I think it saves a little bit of time, and,
Yep.
Okay, it's one thing to get them.
The one thing that I do miss is listening to the guys say the stupid stuff, like, oh shit, Huntington's hit, and all that,
Yep.
they got Sorrento's and all that, but, you miss some of that, but, fuck yeah, all that, but, okay. And then when you leave there, you get have the helicopters chasing you, but if you have a, Mark II, you can just fly away, and they don't really bother you.
The Oppressor Mark II is it is the best heist prep machine
Absolutely.
out there.
But
It
if
is
you're
way
just
more
starting
useful
out,
for
like,
heist preps.
if you're just starting out, get the sub, and the first thing you should do is get the sub and the Sparrow. Those are the building blocks to get everything else, because they up the price on the Mark II. And now it's 8 million, so you'd have to run a lot more Cayos to get it, but it's like 6 Cayos, maybe 5.5.
So honestly, once you get your Mark II or whatever vehicle you're wanting to use for your prep staged, you can, as long as your other buddy's doing the mission, you can honestly just stay in the sub.
Yep.
I just wanted to give you an angle of the pier for just location. So on the next mission, where do we go from here? Which one do we do now?
Because it's bare bonds, it's kind of a wobbler. Like we could do safe code where you just basically stay in the sub, but you're gonna put on your scuba suit because you're gonna wanted level, or we can do the fingerprint cloner. Because normally,
let's do the safe code. Alright, so we're doing the safe code. So this is again another one stop shop, just one place you gotta go.
Single player mission. You go to the Diamond Casino. Yeah, we should really do this with like a beginner one, I think. But this is sort of like for the more experienced people.
Yep. So really, like, in all actuality, both, like, nobody's gonna end up doing more work than the other. That's not really a thing. It's actually faster for the host or the one starting the missions
To stay in the sub, yeah.
To stay in the sub and start the missions as quick as possible, because it actually, like, it saves everyone a trip, really.
It saves more time, and then you like everybody can make more money faster that way. Like, I'll be honest, like I'm taking 15% on the heist because I don't need the money, but even at like 300, even at 300 to 400k per run, like you do that enough times, like I would say probably 60 to 65, 70% of my money from doing Cayos is just taking 15%. And it's just, it's literally just volume and numbers. Like I would run, 10 to 15 of them a day. And so then I'm making, 3 to 4.5 million.
So another really important thing, let me try to find it. Once you have the sub bot, one of the first things you want to do is go and equip the scuba outfit and actually save that outfit.
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out where it's at to show it.
It's in that room right by the Sparrow.
I always get lost. I still get lost in this thing.
Oh my god.
In the room with the Sparrow.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
that did not go according to plan. Alright, now I gotta go and hide.
so once you're in the main area, you go through here. Yep, I see it now. So once you're in the main area, you want to equip the scuba gear on the wall. I already have it saved it as an outfit, so I'm just gonna change to mine. But that's one of the first things you're gonna want to do is save that scuba outfit, no doubt. So since he's doing that casino part, when he gets to a certain section of the mission, we are actually going to get a wanted level. So the reason I have this scuba equipment equipped is to actually go out of the sub, dive underwater, and actually go under the sub to lose the wanted level. Because both of the players, or everyone in the squad has to lose the wanted level. for
Yeah.
the mission to complete.
That is correct.
They also cannot hear you when they are
So I just have my scuba equipment on, and I'm going to wait here until he
You know, Capitan, I look back at my
completes
career
that section of the mission.
myself. Why? The robberies conducted, the
This did
assassinations
not go
carried out,
according to
the
plan, but
insurrections
it's
supported
alright.
or crushed. The late nights, the early mornings,
Not
the
to waste everybody in the entire
night
floor at
of
this
the
point.
the endless vitamin D supplements. But of course,
Try not to die.
We're kind of going slower and kind of explaining everything that we can think of. If we were just running this by muscle memory, but from our experience, what do you think with preps and the Cayo heist and everything? How long do you think it would take? With just me and you just going off our experience and muscle memory and just playing
In total,
instead
it would
of
be somewhere
explaining
around
everything.
an hour.
So an hour to
Yeah,
prep it and run the
that's
heist
like
and
that's like
everything.
start to finish everything.
Start to finish. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
The hell am I
So it's
holding?
really not bad. It's not bad time. Even if you
Have to-
50,
oh my
you and a
God.
buddy are low level and stuff, and you 50-50 the heist, you know, I mean, you run 3 or 4 of these things, and you know,
Wow, it dumped me outside.
both are looking pretty good.
Yeah. I totally died not paying attention because I was like figuring out what the hell weapon I was carrying. Kind of funny. Alright, where is this guy?
I am actually going to step out of view for just a split second.
Alright. Where is this guy? Oh, there he is. Okay.
Had to get a drink of water.
Yeah, no worries.
These gamer lights I got on in my room, it gets a little warm in here. See, and I'm getting the prompt to lose the cops,
Yep.
but I'm already underwater, so it's going to quickly
Well, you're gonna get it
start
twice
that,
because I haven't left the hotel yet. So you're gonna,
yeah.
like, so even if you
I'm just gonna
lost
stay
it, if
underwater.
I was still on this floor in the hotel, that you would have to lose them twice.
Yep.
So it's just better to like stay underwater with the scuba suit.
Which I'm doing.
Yeah.
So we'll basically just stay underwater until he's on his your buddy's on his way back.
Which I'm actually
you don't
not
both
going
lost the
back
cops.
because that's the nice thing about the safe code is
Yep.
I'm going to be going to the next spot where so we're meeting fingerprint cloner next.
Yep.
So I'm going to stage myself over by the Ring of Fire. Over in
So
Davis Strawberry
that's,
area.
That's the beauty of having 2 people, and of the beauty of keeping the host at the submarine, so he can quickly. So your buddy doesn't even have to come back. He can just quickly start the next prep, and that's what
Yeah.
you want to do. Is you want to get through these preps as quick as possible.
Yep, because it's all
Because
about
nobody likes doing them, but
making
everyone
money.
wants to get to the main heist.
Mhm. Very repetitive.
Oh yeah. Once you get the rhythm down, it's the same way every single time.
Yep. Alright, should be losing him shortly. And that's the thing with this
So-
safe code is like I
Yeah, go
don't
ahead.
have to go back to the sub. There's the other mission is the plasma cutter. That's a 2-person thing that we'll probably cover in another video at some point. And so that one, usually the host would be going to the second spot and grabbing the plasma cutter, and the first person goes to the first spot so that you can get it done quicker.
So if Cycle was the host, I'd be the one doing kind of the running around in Los Santos.
You'd be
part.
going, yeah, you'd be going at the first dot. And maybe we'll do that with like RC Toy.
Yep.
And we'll just have another.
Switch the POVs.
Yeah.
Okay, so once you see the mission complete, go back over here to your main terminal in the sub next to Pavel, and go over to prep, and you want to start the fingerprint cloner prep mission. We
Yeah.
do not do demolition charges
Ever. Nope.
ever, because
They're
the route we take
unnecessary,
on the
and the
heist
mission
is,
sucks.
is unnecessary. Yes. So do not do demolition charges ever.
Yeah, they're kind of a waste.
So, if
Okay.
you're familiar enough with the map, you can tell your buddy where that first dot is. So, the first dot is above the LS car meet,
Okay.
kind of to the right of that of that little stream there. Because it hasn't popped up on his screen yet.
There's only 3 spots where it could possibly be. And
So if you can use some kind of reference to let your buddy know,
Yeah.
get him to the location quicker, it'll be, whatever you got to do.
there's only 3 spots where this mission is. The first spot is a place in like Davis, next to the Ring of Fire, and then there's one that's this one we call on north of Ellis Carmeet, and there's one that's south of Ellis Carmeet. And so the place where this one's going to be, the second piece is going to be by the pier. So it's right next to the sub. So this is like the best one. If you get the one that's south of the car meet, it's going to be under the freeway near the Vanilla Unicorn Strip Club. And then if you get the one that's at Ring of Fire, it's going to be up near the casino, kind of actually right next to where the freak shop is, for the acid lab.
So it hasn't popped up yet, but this is the exact door that you'll be going through for this specific spawn location.
I just solved the puzzle, that's why.
Yep, you just solved the puzzle, so I'll be walking in. You don't have to worry about the cameras, that you don't even have to really shoot them. By the time
I like
you
shooting
get in and out.
though. Practice. I don't usually shoot at the cameras in the first spot, but the second spot I do. I don't know why. Habit.
Got the key card. So on this one, the key card in here, it's always going to be in the back left. The back left in the computer area.
Yeah, it's
back
like
here.
the furthest area back. There's so you sort of done like an inverted T shape, and you will just grab it once you get to the back side.
And all you have to do is just run near it, and it'll automatically give it to you. You don't have to press right on the D-pad or anything.
They made it
You
really
just run
easy.
near it. So now I just run back to my oppressor and back to my sub. There's red guys because they saw me, but obviously if you have an oppressor,
They're not gonna have time to get you.
better. And then so now just hop back in your little sub, and then that is the fingerprint cloner mission. Done.
Now it's on to cutting torch.
GTA 5 is a great game, Mythica. It really is. Other than the microtransactions, but that's a whole nother conversation that we can talk about for days.
This is why we
But
run
other than
Cayos
that,
to
yes.
make money.
And this is a very informative video to, potentially help a few folks, make a few dollars.
Yeah.
All right.
Easy
So when
GTA
you get back in the sub, go back to your little main terminal. You want to go back to the prep screen, and this is the last prep under the equipment tab that you're gonna do, and it's gonna be the prep called cutting torch. And you kind of want to do the same thing. You can let your buddy know that's already still in town, kind of where it's at. So this construction site is a good one, by the way.
Okay, it's the
not,
good one. It's not Michael's house.
It is above Benny's.
It's the high rise. Like, there's only 3 spots where these things are. There's the high rise, there's the other good construction site, and the one that we call by Michael's house, which is like this super narrow place that's like a real pain in the ass.
Michael's is like right here. It's like a construction site. It's kind of hard to get to. The 2 ones in this general area where I'm circling are the better ones that you want, because it's easier to get the cutting torch.
Get this damn hard hat. Alright. I almost think we should maybe do Kosatka for the prep vehicle, just because not everyone has a Phantom Wedge.
Well, even without the Phantom Wedge, you can still do it.
Yeah,
pretty
it's
easily.
just Just you have to like go find a truck and do all that.
I haven't done the Kasaka approach in a while. Yeah, we could.
Yeah, it still sucks.
I can't remember the last time I've done the Kasaka approach.
So the goal here at the construction site is not to get seen by the guys with the guns, because they'll start shooting you, and it's just annoying.
Or you could go like me and just shoot them all and take what you need.
Yeah, I like doing things the more stealthy way. I don't know.
It's all preference. As long as you get the highest prep equipment in the fastest way you deem possible.
That's all that matters. Yeah. Okay, so I just got the torch. Now I'm gonna be heading back to the sub.
Yep.
I just gotta wait for this dude to turn around so I can get on my Mark II without him going, "You son of a bitch!" Alright, there we go. Yeah, I think we should do the Kasaka method. Just
Yep.
I
Work.
don't know. Maybe we should do that for like the OG, like for the original one. Do the long fin on this one. I think that's the move.
Okay. This is we'll just gear this video more towards people that have a few things in the game, but are still struggling with some money.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh god.
if you're the second person delivering this heist prep equipment, once you come in the sub, you can just
my character froze. I'm gonna have to like dump, so you're gonna have to grab this. Oh my god.
Oh, technical difficulty.
So bad,
No
dude.
problem.
Like, I'm like stuck frozen on the side of your sub. Alright.
Well, it was right on my sub, so
At least it's quick.
let me invite you back to the game.
Yeah.
Hang on, invite.
Cool. I'm just gonna like
So-
completely dump the game and restart it. 'Cause
So if you were the second person, you could just literally come into the sub and do a 360 and walk right back out. Because there's no
reason to stay in
there's
there.
no need.
Yeah.
There's no reason to stay in there. But since I'm the host,
We are going
I will
after
be
Mr.
continuing the
Rubio
next
right
mission
now.
once he gets back in.
Goodbye.
And the next mission will be Longfin.
The surveillance is
So for
over.
this one, we
Now
will be
define.
we will be
We can
stealing
begin
a
at the
boat.
screen whenever you are ready, Captain.
If you have a Phantom Wedge, you will need to call that once you start the mission for sure. Because
Yeah.
Phantom Wedge is it saves you a portion of the mission by going and getting.
Because you
a,
don't have to
semi.
search for a big rig, because you just call it in.
If you don't want to do this method, the second best way would be the Kasaka approach.
That is the only other approved method.
Yeah.
Because all the other ones are all about you have to enter the thing hot. Because the long,
go ahead.
the long fin and the Kasaka are the only two ways you can get the drainage tunnel entry point. At least I believe. I've never tried it with other methods.
Just because there's no reason to, really.
Yeah.
There's just no reason.
Yeah. Can you shoot me a CO invite?
Yep.
Cool.
Oh,
No, I don't need one to this sub. I'm just gonna call my Phantom Wedge.
Yep. So I will actually show y'all the. I will actually fly around with him to show y'all what he does. So this one we're gonna do the long fin, and he owns a Phantom Wedge, so it's at Vinewood Police Station.
Oh, wow.
You
Right
could
down
call
the street.
you could call that out as well, because it pops up on the host screen before it does your squad mates.
Oh shit! I just realized I don't think I'm in your studio.
Industrial equipment goes missing.
Are you?
No, you're
It's
good.
okay. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Smuggler cruise has been caught.
So
I'll drive my Phantom Wedge to you.
It will annoy him very much. Second, we can seize their boat and use it to
Or if you actually just come to the agency, because it's like right here.
The police have not taken it to
I'm in here right here.
Alright, yeah. The Phantom Wedge is
I started it too
the
soon.
agency. No, don't worry about it.
Just drive it away.
This is actually probably better, because then they get to see like the whole thing.
So you can either take the train route once you have the boat, because you're gonna get one of the and you have to lose the one level before you drop it off. So you can either take the trains that go from. You can explain it better. You do that next a lot. What's the route for that for the railroad tracks?
Yeah, so depending on where you're going, like there's 3 police departments where the long fin network could be. It could either be at Vespucci, it could either be at Vinewood, or it could be at La Mesa. For Vespucci, what I usually do is I will take it and start heading toward the drop off, and then there's a bridge between like Strawberry and Elysian Island that's a train bridge. I go on that train bridge and then I park the truck there and just wait for the wanted level to drop. But for Vinewood and for La Mesa, I go and I take the train tracks that are heading down toward Terminal, and there's an area in the tunnel where you can stop where there's a protected area over you, and you can lose the wanted level there. And the trick is to stay to the right side of the train track, but for the Vinewood, La Mesa, stay to the right, and then if you're doing the Vespucci way, you're going to want to stay on the left side because the train comes on the right side.
So what my method is, I like to drive the Phantom Wedge and the trailer out and jump out of it and run a little bit away from it so you don't blow up the truck or mess anything up and kill yourself, because it will automatically drop the wanted level.
Yeah.
To each his own. Either way you do it, as long as you lose the wanted level and drop off the boat, I mean that's all you need to do.
Yep.
Either way works, either by getting out, running a little bit away to kill yourself, or by using the train route method and losing the cops. Either way, it's both efficient.
Yeah. If you're gonna do like the blow yourself up method, it's really best to try to find like an open spot and run a little bit away from the truck, but don't put it somewhere that it's gonna spawn you far away from it. That's always been kind of my challenge with it, is figuring out where the best spot to crater yourself is. That's why I just lose the cops.
Yep.
I hate doing that run back if you're like in the wrong spot, because sometimes it's like it takes even longer than losing the cops.
So, me and this man right here have run numerous Cayos, and we both have made lots of money on it.
Yeah.
And we both discovered little bits of multiple ways of doing things that get the mission done as quickly as possible. And either way you decide to do any of this stuff that comes from either him or I is
It's gonna succeed.
the best way to do it.
That's all that matters.
The whole goal is to get through these preps as quick as possible so you can get on to the heist.
Exactly.
And once we drop this off, that is all the preps you need to do. There's no extra preps.
Yep.
No need to go back and scope anything out or anything.
There's 6 preps in total. There's gather intel, there is the weapon loadout, the plasma cutter or the safe code, the fingerprint cloner, the cutting torch. The fingerprint cloner and cutting torch are always going to be there, and then the boat.
Boat or Kasaka.
Yeah, boat or sub. We just prefer the boat. I don't know why. I think it's just.
We've gotten to a point of the game where we own everything, so we like to utilize what we own if it's more efficient. So
Yeah. Plus, there was a
play.
time when the Kasaka was having like a lot of like weird bug glitch issues. So
You can recall your Phantom Wedge or return it if you want.
All right, I'm kind of spinning the wheel at the moment.
And then,
All right,
so
careful.
the heist is prepped and ready to go. So
Alright.
once you and your partner,
Give
run it.
me 2 minutes. I need to step away for a
yeah, no
second.
problem. No problem.
Excellent work, Captain.
So while he's gone, what I usually do is from that Kasaka point drop off, I'll usually recall the submarine from the port that it's at and fly over to it. And I'll actually land on the sub this time, but before I go in, I'll just return my oppressor since we're about to start the heist anyways. It just saves a little bit of distance. It's a very small detail. See, and then I'll just immediately return my oppressor. Make sure you land on this square though. A little bit of practice, but make sure you land on that square before you return it. So once you get back to the main screen or main area here, get back on your terminal. You're gonna press accept. Mandatory prep's complete. You got your intel gathered. We got bearer bonds. We got our secondary targets.
Alright, I'm back.
We got our preps done right here. You see we got 1 out of 5 approach vehicles, 3 out of 4 equipment, and 1 out of 1 weapon loadout. That's what it should say every time. Finale, you won't put anything in that right this second. You'll just dash on over to the start button here. You'll hit start, pull up a little job screen almost. And then obviously you'll want to
You're gonna have to invite me. There you go. Cool.
Yep.
Joining.
Or whoever you have participating. I would strongly recommend figuring out your loot table and base that on your the amount of people you have and see if like your loot table will be optimal for the amount of people you're trying to put in the heist.
Yeah, we're focusing this on running as a duo because the common rule of thumb with this stuff is 3 gold is good for 2 people. If you have 2 gold, then someone else takes the
remainder gold.
Yeah,
the
remainder
person
gold
that filled up with gold.
But like the loot table that we have is 3 cash, 2 gold, 1 painting. You would not be able to fill up 3 people's bags with this, so you wouldn't be able to get Elite Challenge. So that's why this would be considered a good 2-person heist. If you have 4 gold is a 3-person heist, but if you don't have a 3rd person, just run it anyway.
Alright, so for the finales, when we go to approach vehicle, there's only going to be one option. And once you prepped, it's going to be long fin. Infiltration point, always do main dock. No.
Actually, yeah, main dock.
Yeah, main dock.
Yeah.
Infiltration point, main dock.
If you don't
It's
have
all
main
muscle
dock
memory,
scouted,
so I don't ever explain
then you'd use north dock if you have the boat. But you should really have main dock scouted, and that's one of those things I guess we'll have to do in the next Cayo like starting from scratch video, is helping people get all the necessary points to get this stuff done.
Yep.
Compound entry
point
drainage tunnel.
is drainage tunnel. That's the only one. That's the best one.
Yeah. Escape point doesn't matter.
Escape point doesn't matter. I usually just click airstrip just because it's the most top one. It's quick to click. Time of day, I usually use day because when it's stormy and nighttime, it's a little bit more difficult to see the guards and get a good shot. So I usually always run day. Weapon loadout, it should always say aggressor. The suppressors, you should always have suppressors on your guns. Yeah. If you have these weapons in your weapon wheel and free roam, and you have the suppressors equipped, you do not have to purchase this.
It auto applies them. Yeah.
It auto applies your suppressor.
Yeah, it's nice.
Assign crew cuts. Again, that's up to y'all. Cycle Origin has all the money in the game, and I'm around 50 million, and he doesn't really want any money.
Yeah.
But
300k is good for me, but yeah, for the lower level people, like if you were in our position, you would do exactly how we have it here, to where you're going to be giving the lion's share of the take to the person you're trying to help.
Even at 15% with Elite Challenge, 300-400k. I mean, that's
nothing to sneeze at.
That's pretty dang good.
Exactly. For an hour's worth of work.
Oh yeah. And then outfit, mask, none of that stuff matters. You can just hit ready to play. does not affect the mission whatsoever. When we... Oh, never mind.
Yeah, we'll
I'll wait.
We'll discuss it when we get there.
Mhm.
It's a
Getting ahead of
boat.
myself.
It's a boat. There it is.
So one thing I strongly recommend, since we're going to be getting in the water at the end of this, is just pressing left on the D-pad for your
Let's put the rebreather as soon as you get into from the
Yep. As soon as you get loaded to the boat,
to where you can
flip your
control it.
rebreather.
Yeah, and just
So you
I
don't
always try to
forget.
look at the character just to make sure it doesn't flip, because sometimes Rockstar does silly things.
If you press left on the right and left on the D-pad, it'll actually turn the boat better. But this boat's not cooperating with me
You're
right
like
now.
way out here.
Yeah,
That's alright.
to give a good view of the drainage tunnel, anyways. All right, so don't worry about any of these boats or anything driving around. Just get out, dive underwater, and then you'll see the yellow grate. The host, you'll need to swim up to it and press right on the D-pad.
And the other person just kind of hang out in the little alcove area waiting while they...
So there's two ways you can cut these grates. So one way is you can actually wait on each one and wait till the green light goes away, or you can kind of strafe it. Either way works about the same.
Like this, the
like,
swipe versus the single point method. Like there's no right or wrong answer
I
to
swipe
it.
on it. He like with the cutting torch, he'll go on each one and make sure the light goes out. Either way, it doesn't matter as long as all the grates get cut and you get through it. That's all that matters. I'm gonna swim through this little stinky, dirty tunnel.
And this is where we take divergent.
And then you swim up to the top left of this point, so you can trigger the right on the D-pad
To get the
suggestion
cutscene.
to get the cutscene. So we are going to go two separate routes. This POV is going to be my route, obviously. And if you follow this, if you take this way exactly, this is like the best way for going this way.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Like
It's the best way for going this way.
if you were to run this and you didn't have a second person that ran this all the time, like I do, like you would just go that way and you would just do extra kills once you get to this side.
Key card. Every guard you kill, make sure they do not see you, and always to be on lookout for key cards. They could be dropped on any of them. We're pretty early in the guard rotation, so we're kind of running through this kind of quickly, so you can always rewind this and look at our route. But we're just trying to get through these guards here. So you want to make sure people get stopped so you can get clean headshots on everyone.
I might take out the camera.
Any cameras. Okay, that's fine.
There you go.
Body did.
Okay.
So the jug, I usually wait for him to get clear a little bit.
You use the
Walk
shotgun
up
for the
behind
jug,
him.
but the machine pistol
Shotgun for the
for
jug.
pretty much everyone else. I don't think we
Mhm.
got
And it's
the
usually
yet.
3 or 4 shots to the head, and
Then he
man's
goes
taken
down.
out.
There you go. Don't have to worry about him.
Yep, and he's done for the rest of the mission. The
Okay.
guys with the red cones, you will want to take every single one of those guys out, and he dropped the gate keys for you.
Perfect.
So he is actually going underneath to get the primary target. That is his route. My route is to get the second key card and clear out this compound a little bit more, where we don't have any problems to get our loot or anything. But once this first initial killing goes on, you won't have to kill anyone else.
Yep. Definitely less is more with the killing on Cayo.
The less people you kill in this,
The higher
better.
chance of success you have.
Yep. The RP's not worth it. The less ego you have on these missions, you know, the better, like he said. Played with many people that just had egos and wanted kills and all that for no reason at all.
A lot of
We have
family.
everything we need now. So for this bearer bonds, Pavel gave us safe code. It is
658447.
658447. So you can honestly, you can relay that to your buddy that's already down there if he's going that route, to help him memorize the code so he can get out of there as quick as possible. And honestly, what you want to do is if you have
You're gonna come
loot,
down here because
good
there's gold down here.
Is everything
Yep.
all together now?
If it was up top, you could pre-position yourself
Do you see the
to
bombs?
the
This guy
first
was
gold, but
to
there's gold down here, so I have to come to him,
Security.
which is no big deal. Oh,
Vendors, they have sealed the drainage
and then as
pipe.
soon as you get on it,
For
just
another
spam
one
A.
up
If y'all both just spam A as soon as you get on it, nobody will have a problem.
Alright.
You want me to fill up on gold, or you?
Yeah, you grab gold, I'll do gold painting cash.
Okay.
there. Extra guards just arrived. Be careful.
And let's see here. Painting.
Painting was upstairs.
Okay.
above the,
Yeah, I'll head up there.
It's time for some last-minute shopping before
And then I'll go wait at the
Go to
Juggy
Juggy.
building right
Yeah.
here.
We call it Juggy building because that's usually where I'd wait to kill the Juggernaut. Just
Mhm.
sort of become
This
our
building
like
right here.
nomenclature for it.
So he is going up there to get his painting, because he will not be filling up on gold. He will have a little bit of gold, painting, and cash, and I will be filled up on gold.
Yep.
And
This-
that will be the
this is the-
maximized loot for this
Correct.
heist.
Yep. I'm sure there's other people who'd be like, why didn't you check the north dock or go over to the main dock and do all that? Just because those take too long and your chances of getting seen and caught are much, much higher. So we do it as like the sort of path of least resistance on this stuff.
hmm Again, less is more. Less
Yeah.
killing you do, you know.
I'd rather take the elite
better.
challenge and get that extra money that way than try to like risk getting extra loot and getting caught. Because if you do get caught, you lose like 100k off your loot like right off the bat. So,
I think my screen just froze.
oh god.
I think I'm frozen. I think we may have to redo the heist.
All right.
Like, it's not letting me press A or anything.
Yeah, we're done.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, yep, that's...
Try that again. Round 2.
Rockstar for you, folks.
I had it
Yeah.
happen to me on the prep mission, so.
So yeah, that was just a typical screen freeze where you can't do nothing.
Yeah.
You just, honestly, at that point, just dashboard.
Happens a lot more
Reset
in
your
new
game.
gen for some reason. I don't know why.
Yep. Yep. And we were about to be walking out of the heist.
I know, right?
So, you know.
Like 80% done. Like shit. But
Yep.
It's alright.
Yep.
Oh.
Going free mode. We'll get back into it as quick as possible. Rockstar, man.
Like,
That's crazy.
oh, you thought you were gonna stream this? Yeah, hold my beer. Like, god damn it.
Hold my beer.
Alright.
Oh, Rockstar. How long has this game been out? And we're having these bugs? I mean,
Well, I mean,
Come on.
the fact that the code base is
Come
as
on.
old as it is, you know.
yeah. But we're not talking about GTA San Andreas here or nothing. I mean, we are talking about a pretty modern game that
Dude,
has had
this
plenty
game,
of updates.
This game's
you know?
like 10 years old. I think it came out in 2013.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's a 10
Something like that.
10-year-old game, and the fact that it's still relevant, like they've done a pretty good job
Yeah.
with you know,
Oh, yeah.
keeping the DLCs and content and stuff to do.
So, let me see here. Online, find new session. I'm gonna go to a friend session. Just
Alright.
get out of public lobby.
Yeah.
Kill feed was going crazy. Not trying to deal with it. So sometimes when that happens, I've seen it take away a prep before, unfortunately.
I think because we were at the point far enough in, I don't think it's gonna do that, but it's possible. I'm gonna join your session right now, so just go to your sub and check. Worst case scenario, we just have to do long fin again.
Yep.
Stay mad.
Hey, it would have done the same thing in old gen.
Legend's graphics are pretty bad comparatively, but it's a little bit
It gives
more.
me a headache.
It's a little more stable.
I have a high-res monitor, 1 millisecond response time.
I got a 4K TV, it does just fine.
Services, Osaka.
That's 1440 PDU, buddy. Actually, that's like 2160.
My Kasaka is floating in the air.
Awesome!
Okay. Alright, that's great. Alright. And I just... Wow. Oh. When I publish the video, you're gonna have to see that cycle. You're gonna... Oh my... I'm stuck.
Is it doing the bobbing thing?
Invite me to the game cycle.
I'm
Invite me.
in your game.
No, send me a game invite.
Alright.
Send me a game invite. Send me a game invite. I know I'm in the game and everything. Just send me a game invite.
Alright, dashboarding again.
No, I'm frozen. Like I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm frozen. Sub though, in the sub.
But I'm in your session, so. Okay.
Man, oh man, Rockstar. Man, oh man.
We're so close. We're so close. Yeah.
Oh man, Rockstar. Send me another game invite.
Oh.
Alrighty. So this one, I could just do like how to prep and run the perfect Cayo, and then the next one I could be like how to run a Cayo for beginners. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you say, so like you just got your sub.
Okay. And then register as a boss, secure CEO. Hire associates. Side origin. Services, Kasaka, request Kasaka. Just trying to get y'all back to the heist portion as quick as possible. Rockstar's playing games.
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't be in the air by the time I get there now.
Yeah.
Yep. So, oh, that's not. Turn to your planning room in the arcade basement to access the final board for the Diamond Casino heist. No, I'm good. No thanks, Lester. No thanks. And then return to storage, and then enter the Kasaka. Hopefully not stuck. That'd be great. Alright, so I'm in the Kasaka, I can move, so you go back to your planning screen here. And then start the heist. Scroll over to finale, press start. Make sure your friend is invited. And make sure your matchmaking is on closed as well.
Oh, yes.
Because you don't want random people popping into your Cayo and you having to back out or something.
Yeah, or sitting there having to, like, play whack-a-mole kicking them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Start your job. We've already been over all this. I'll quickly skim over it again. So go to finale, approach vehicles, gonna be long fin, infiltration, main dock preferably, compound entry point, drainage tunnel, escape point, airstrip, 'cause that's just the one at the top for daytime. Aggressor loadout, make sure it has suppressors on it. And then assign crew cuts, that's whatever you and your buddies decide on. Press continue. Your outfit doesn't matter at all, it doesn't affect the heist. You just click ready to play. Should be good to go. So you're on the boat. Once you load into the boat, make sure you press left on the D-pad to equip your rebreather, because you will need it. Right off the boat. Okay. What you want to do is go make a hard right, go around the island here. Don't worry about any of the boats, it's not going to let you or anything.
GPS tracker confirmed. I have your position. I will also access compound CCTV once you are inside.
So, once you're at the compound, you both can jump out. The host, whoever started the mission, needs to go to the little yellow grate symbol.
Okay, next stop.
You want to press right on the D-pad to trigger the action for the cutting torch. Now, you can either hold it on one of the bars, or you can strafe it across multiple bars.
Just make
It
sure the
doesn't
little
matter.
green things go away. That's kind of the end all
Make
be
sure
all
the
of
green
it.
goes away.
Yep.
All personal preference. Alright, grates open. Swim through the dirty poop pipes.
As we say in Navy, you
I don't know if these are these sewage tunnels?
No, this is like swimming pool.
Enjoy your little swim, yes?
Still nasty.
Yeah.
Make sure you swim up to the top left to trigger the thing there. Mission cutscene. So my route's going to be from my point of view. You'll want to follow this exactly. Even solo, this is probably the best route to use. But if you have two people, you can kind of divide and conquer across the compound. So, use machine pistols for the guards. So we're late in the guard rotation, so we're gonna wait for this guy to show his pretty little face. Gonna pop him in the head. And wait for that guy on the camera to walk up. Make sure he goes left. Yep. You want to shoot this camera.
Key card.
Okay. Again, we're going kind of skimming through this because, you know, we're kind of on a time crunch, but you can always rewind the video and follow the route. Go over the route times if you need to.
8 keys.
There's the keys. Shoot the camera so it doesn't see the body. The jug, make sure you use the aggressor loadout and make sure you use the shotgun on the jug.
And aim
Should
for
only
the
take
head.
like 3 or 4 hits on the head. He should die. That was like 3, I think. When you're coming back, make sure you don't get spotted by any red cones. You want to eliminate all red cones because you'll need to get past them. Once these red cones are dead, that's pretty much all the guys you'll want to kill.
So I think we're gonna switch it up. Do you grab the painting this time since you're already up there?
Yep, that's fine.
Alright.
So my loot table, from my perspective, is going to be. Oh, let me tell him his code for his bearer bonds.
947185.
947185. Yep. So my buddy here is going to get full on gold, and I'm going to take the remainder of his gold, grab a painting.
And there's
Ooh,
cash
top
down
off my
here,
bag
so
of
we
cash.
should just be able to do juggy in basement.
Yep. I'm grabbing the painting right now.
Cool.
So we have 1 key card, we have gate keys, and then up top you will get the 2nd key card, and make sure you want to open the safe. A little bit extra cash. It's usually like 50 to 100k that's in the safe. Usually what it generates, or whatever.
Yeah.
Isn't it 50 to 100k?
Yeah, 50 to like 96. I think that's the highest I've ever seen.
Alright, so I'm coming down there to the bottom, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll grab the gold down here, and then
Okay.
don't grab the cash just yet, because we'll need to go to juggy and
Yep.
fill up, and then you
I
come
want to
back
make
here.
sure I have the gold.
Yeah.
Yep. Gold is always the most important, so you want to prioritize getting all the gold you can
Yeah.
before you start considering grabbing anything else.
Yeah. Sort of the loot hierarchy of the Cayo is gold, cocaine, painting, weed, cash.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's see if we can get further this time.
Hopefully it doesn't glitch me out on a door again.
Or
That'd be
me.
great.
Yeah.
May?
Alright,
Yes,
so far
okay.
so good.
So, I'll grab the rest of your gold once you get full. I'll go
Yeah.
grab the cash upstairs if you want to go wait by the exit.
Yep.
Or by the stairs,
Yep.
whichever one.
Yeah, I'll do the stairs. Cool. Alright, I'm full. And now we'll just let you fill up.
Make sure both, everybody in the heist has their loot bag full for Elite Challenge.
Yep, before
Everybody's loot bag has to be full.
before you leave the compound.
So I'm just running back up here to get some. Oh, up. I should be going
Down.
down.
You go down.
Disregard this part. I had a brain fart right there.
No worries.
Still have plenty of time for Elite Challenge. If you complete it under 15 minutes, I believe you'll get Elite Challenge.
Yep.
Which, if you follow our route, is not hard to do at all. Usually 8 to 10 minutes is what we average.
Depending on where the loot is, and
Depending
you know,
on where loot is and all
Yeah.
that stuff. No, yeah, it shouldn't take no longer than 8 to 10 minutes if you do exactly as we do.
the 2.1 million on the take, not bad.
Yep.
Alright, the guards are sort of like in rotation, so we're just gonna have to like chill here for a
So-
sec.
So these 2 guards, I advise not taking them out because their rotation will eventually move away from the exit. The guy that's just standing there looking at the exit, if you make sure you're out of his cone of vision, he will not see you, and you can walk behind the guy that's walking away from us.
Just as we
And as
did.
long as everyone's at the door, you can just spam right on the D-pad, and it'll get you out of there. Less people you kill, the better.
Yep. So we made it
And-
through the compound and didn't get caught.
Yep. And a good habit right here is as soon as you get out of the compound, press left on the D-pad to equip your rebreather. Good habit, so you don't have to worry about it later. So the first bike here, you can fight over whoever wants that. So you can give your buddy that first bike. There's also a second bike that you'll want to get over here.
And if you have
so
3 people, there's 2 bikes up there. But
yeah. So these next 2 guards right here by this thing, I usually use the shotgun just to take them out quicker instead of using the machine pistol. Try avoid crashing like I just did, because it does take down your money a little bit. And if you follow my exact route, as you're seeing right now, you will not crash and not lose any money. When you're jumping off into the water, kind of want to wheelie your bike just a little bit, because sometimes you can actually lose money from hitting the water.
like what happened with me, I lost like 3K from that, but not a big deal.
If you do, it's not a big deal. It's just good little small things to kind of look at, to try to do. But the main thing is everyone gets their loot bags full.
Usually if I'm feeling sporty, I'll do a backflip. Most of the time you don't lose the
Yep.
you don't lose any money, but you have to have like enough speed to make it work.
And you just want to swim out as far enough until you see the mission objectives drop.
We call it the magic
jump
coat
out of
patch.
Do not jump out of the compound and start swimming, because that route you will be swimming forever.
Yeah.
So do not do that.
This way's a lot faster. I've done it that way before, but it just seems to take a lot longer.
And that is the heist passed.
Yeah.
You will never be able to get potential take. That's just what Rockstar tells you
Yeah.
was out there, I guess. So we did it in 9 minutes. It's actually not bad for describing stuff. So
Yeah.
it's not bad.
So I'm at 331 with the Elite Challenge.
So I got 1.6 million for that with the Elite Challenge. But that was on easy mode. If the heist was on hard mode, it would have been an additional 100K. So I would have got 1.7 right there.
Maybe like 150, because you gotta add the extra 50 for Elite Challenge.
Oh, yep. So after you complete this magnificent heist, there is now a 45-minute cooldown on when you can start your gather intel again.
48. Yeah, it's like GTA day.
Yeah.
Close enough though.
But when Pavel reaches out to you, that is when you can start your gather intel again.
Go and pay
do the
for
whole
it.
process over again.
Yep.
And that is all I have, unless you want to add something, Cycle.
No, that's pretty much how we run Cayo. Just over and over again. And Barabon's is sort of unique with the safe code, to where you don't have like the plasma cutter, which is like a 2-person deal. But outside of
Also, one small little tidbit: make sure you change your clothes after you complete the heist, just because it forces kind of like a cloud save. I don't know, just a weird little habit. Make sure Rockstar doesn't take your money.
it's also not a bad idea to, like, once you finish all the preps before you start the heist, to change your clothes and to enforce that cloud save then as well. Just in case something weird happens, so you don't have to go back and run another prep.
Alright, well, this is the stream I wanted to run, was showing how to run a Cayo the correct way, and not the sporadic and chaotic going guns blazing way that everyone seems to always do.
So
So that's all I got.
Can't do the TikTok sneaky way anymore, going around the whole left side, because the Juggernaut kind of like doesn't allow that. So this is the way we've been running it pretty much since about a month after it came out, and haven't had to deviate any real big changes in what we've done in terms of route or anything. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed that, and thanks for watching.
Peace out.